Good evening, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of 3 in a row for me here on a Saturday night. And today we have 3 bands. We have tonight Gematria, sorry if I mispronounced, Pathos and Logos, and Spoon of Ukobach. You guys have seen Spoon before. They were in a previous vlog. Happy to see these guys back here again. I'm looking forward to tonight's show because it is only 3 bands and they are all using our backline. And for those of you wondering in this vlog why the stage looks like crap and messy right now, it's because I am here a little early to clean the stage. I left really late last night because we had 3 drum changeovers and I just did not want to clean the stage. And since I was already here tonight, I'm going to clean the stage now. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Bands load in at 7:30 tonight, and it is currently 10 after 7. I see. All right, if I come in and everything is on already, that basically means that Joe the bartender came in and basically turned everything on for me. So Joe is a very good egg. Get the PA up and running. And now I gotta get the drum kit from backstage. Is it in the same place where I left it last night? Yes, it is. All right. Oh boy, the dumpsters. The dumpsters stink like hell today. I still have a little bit of an injury. I'm still fighting off the last bit of my skin infection, so it's tough for me to lift heavy shit. But, when the job calls for it. The only thing worse about lifting this drum kit up here is the fact that I cannot see a goddamn thing. Which means I have to basically guess where the steps are. Put that there for now. Let me go get the floor tom. Oh, someone left an in-ear receiver here. Okay. I guess this will be coming to the counter with me. And if the band ever calls and says, hey, I think we left a wireless in-ear receiver, I'm going to say, yes, you did. You know, the whole point of idiot checks, bands, when you guys leave for the night, the whole point for idiot checks is to make sure you're not an idiot and forgot something. So one of you guys that was here last night, so Friday, it was like July 21st, I think, you left your wireless receiver here. So I'll leave that there for now because I gotta sort all of this crap out. Because I know Spoon of Ukobach for sure, it has 2 guitar players. I think they have backing tracks. I know they're gonna have a center vocalist. I think they have stage right and stage left vocals as well. So I gotta make sure that they all have their mics and they're ready to go. Fun fact, when I show you the band lineup, usually the order of which the bands are performing that night are from bottom to top. Headliner is top and they go in reverse order from top to bottom. So first things first, I gotta make sure the connections are all correct on the snake. Let's throw this little bit of garbage away. Oh, nothing drives me more crazy than tangled cables. Oh boy, this leg on the kick drum is loose. God, who left this like this last? Okay, that's not going nowhere. I tuned the drums yesterday for yesterday's show, but only like 2 bands used our house kit last night, so I know the drums are still pretty good. I may do a checkup depending on how much time I have left before bands start getting here. If not, I will most likely either tune them after the show, or I'll make a note to the other sound guys that work here that the drums could use a little tuning. So whoever's working here next they can tune the drums. Oh my god, it still hurts to bend down. This skin infection like really messed me up. I mean, I'm managing. That's all that matters. I'm trying to get through it. This mic is, I think, on its last legs. The XLR connection here is really loose. I have to take this apart to get it fixed. But right now, last night there was a huge amount of static that came through this, and it turns out it was just a busted cable. So this is a very obvious top tip here. If you hear static coming from any of your microphones, just change the cable first and see if that works, because if there's damage to the capsule itself inside here, that's a much more expensive fix or replacement of the microphone than just simply switching out the cable. So if you're new to this sort of thing and you hear a bunch of static coming from your microphones, just switch the cable. 9 times out of 10, that's what's wrong. And especially in a music venue situation where these mic cables just get abused on a daily basis, we go through cables like no tomorrow. It's always good to constantly stock up on cables. So let's untangle this mess. Here's our kick drum mic. Okay, so first things first, here is our center vocal cable, which is all the way over there for some reason. Here's our vocal center cable, and this microphone is brand new. I changed this out a couple weeks ago, and the capsule and the protective covering for the capsule is already dented in. You know, there's a very funny meme out there where it's like the caption is like, that one Shure SM58 that your music venue has that's just beating the shit that you use every night. Yeah. Well, it's not as bad as this one right here. This one's also relatively brand new. This is a couple weeks old here, and you know, if musicians are not using their own microphones, they can give two shits about what condition the house mics are in. This one's a little more aged and beat up, but it still works. They all work. The capsules are fine. There's nothing wrong with the capsules inside here. It's just I'm very thankful that Shure makes very high quality microphones, because this covering right here, this takes a beating. So the capsules are fine. They're in perfect working order. It just looks beat up, which is what they are. They are just beat up. Let's unplug everything and get everything all nice. So my floor tom mic goes around the drum riser into the snake there, as well as the bass DI and the stage right guitar mic. All three of those cables run behind the drum riser into the snake, so I don't really need to do anything about that. But all of this shit here, this needs to get cleaned up, because the bands are coming over tonight. I want to make sure the stage is somewhat presentable. Here is our kick drum. Put it right next to the beater, right next to the batter head. Watch, I'm going to go through all of this right now just to have drummers come in and be like, can I take off this tom and just use this one over here? I guarantee you that's going to happen tonight. I got a feeling. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't really care. But it's just really funny when I actually put effort into making the drum set like presentable and getting the drum riser all clean, just to have a drummer come in and be like, can I take off this rack tom and basically change everything about this house kit to accommodate my rack of 18 cymbals. It was funny that last night, the touring band from last night was like, do we need to mic up the cymbals? I'm like, no, you do not need to mic up the cymbals in here. You hit a cymbal in here, it's gonna carry all throughout the club back there. Someone hits a hi-hat right here, you're gonna hear it all the way at the front door over there. So for this particular venue, I never mic up cymbals. And if you ever see a band in my vlogs that have cymbals mic'd up, the only reason why they are mic'd up is because the drummer needs the cymbals, or the band needs the cymbals in their in-ear systems for some reason. I don't know why. If you're on here, I've been on stage here when a band is going, and the cymbals are so fucking loud on here, especially if you got a drummer that like really hits the cymbals hard, you almost can't hear anything else because the cymbals overpower everything. But hey, you do you, guys. All right, let's get this guy over here. Alright, that cable's plugged in. Alright. Stage left guitar. This guy right here is stage right guitar. One of these is my bass DI, which is this guy. Okay. Who are you? Where do you go to? Are you just an extra XLR cable? I think you are. Yep, you are just an extra XLR cable. I'll keep you up here because I'm going to keep this extra XLR cable up here just because something tells me I'm going to need an extra cable for one of these DI boxes tonight. Oh, that's the sound of Michelle or Joe coming in.
Hey, Chris.
Hey. And this is 6 and 7. So I use on here, I put 6 and 7, inputs 6 and 7 right here in channels 7 and 8. Just in case if I get like a keyboard or something or extra tracks, I can just put them in here. 2 right here is usually almost always used for drum samples or kick trigger or a sample pad that a drummer has, and I'll use 6 and 7 for any other tracks, just so I don't need to stretch cables all the way back here. I'll use a sub snake right here to connect to here, and I'll use 7 and 8 for my backing tracks. And then I'll have 10 and 11 for usually anything else. 12 and 13 are my guitars, so I'll just run down a thing for those of you who may not know. So this is kick, this is drum samples or any extra trigger that the drummer may have. Snare, tom, 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 tracks left, tracks right. Again, on here 6 and 7 if needed. 9 is bass. 10, 11 I use as any other extra inputs. 12 is stage right guitar. 13 is stage left guitar. Input 19 is stage right vocals all the way over there. 21 is stage left vocal, and 22 is center vocal. And I'll use 17 and 18 for literally, I'll use 14 to 18 for really anything else that I need. But in general, this is the default setup for this place. All right, we're all set. I got one more cable over there I got to put over here in case I need it. But in general, I'm basically all ready for bands. I got my mics ready to go. One of these days I gotta sort all this shit out here, but all this is basically the same 3 cables just wrapped up with one another. Alright. Search for bands to plug in their amps. Okay, guys. Alright, guys, I'm ready for bands. I always love when Spoon of Awesome, thank you. Do you need to hear any of your drums in that monitor? Okay. Alright, keep going on the kick and let me know when it's good for you. Cool, thank you. If you're back in track. Cool. Do you guys need to hear the backing tracks at all? Alright, whenever you're all tuned up, let's hear that guitar. Sounds great. Let me know what's good for you in that monitor. And just give me a little bit of talk back on that mic.
Hello, Shack.
Sounds sexy. guys, we are all done with this show tonight. For a 3-band show, it was a lot of fun. Spoon of Ukobach always does great, and the 2 instrumental bands were fucking fantastic as well. The drummer of that last band was a machine. I loved watching him play. He is a phenomenal drummer, and the time signatures and the tempo changes that he was doing throughout the whole set is just wow. That was some really impressive drumming. I'm gonna head out. This has been my 3rd night in a row here, and I'm very happy to be back working, especially with the skin infection finally starting to really fade away now. But 3 days in a row, but 3 days in a row here, it definitely takes its toll. So I'm looking forward to going home, going to sleep, and enjoying a Sunday with my parents coming over to have a little barbecue, making some steaks tomorrow. I'm very much looking forward to that. It's been a while since my folks came over to my place, and I'm looking forward to it. So on that note, guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. For those of you who checked out the stream tonight, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.